What's up, everyone? Hey, I wanted to do a quick video about my Grandpa Stribog SP9A3. I've actually owned a couple different models of this, the SP9A2 and then now the 3. I bought this right when the pandemic hit, and so I actually haven't shot it a bunch with ammo prices just going crazy and just afraid to shoot it, which really kind of sucks. I mean, what good is a gun if you aren't shooting it, right? My SP9A2 was configured a little bit differently. I was running a Holliston 510C on here, and as you can see, I have since changed that out for a Trichicon MRO 2.0 MOA, and I've added some stupid Picatinny rail covers just to make it look a little bit more sleek on here. I also have an Enforce WML, I think is what the model is, for weapon mounted light. They're okay. I don't necessarily keep this next to my bed for home defense. You know, I could absolutely. I think if I ever did choose to go that route, I would probably go with a Streamlight or a Surefire, just for a little bit more lumens, and I like the paddles on the Streamlights a little bit better than the Enforce. Really just kind of threw it on there with a 45-degree rail on there to be tactical like everybody else. As you can see, I have a cover on here for glare. As you can see, it's pretty bright out here right now, and that helps when I'm out in the desert shooting or out the range shooting. I'm running an SP Tactical SBT5KA, I believe is what that brace model is right there. Those are pretty sweet. As you can see, you know, it folds into the butt of the stock, which makes it a super small package on that. Super tight as well. I bought my SP9A2 from a place in Texas called Double M Defense, and I sold that and have bought the SP9A3 here locally. But something cool about those guys, one, they're just good dudes all the way around. I'm actually on a waiting list for an FN Browning high power once those come out. Hopefully I can get my hands on one of those and do a review of that. But they offer ambidextrous extended charging handles, and I don't know if you can see that really well, but I have the larger part on the right hand side because I typically charge from the right hand side, and then if you swap it over here to the left hand side, there is a little bit of a nub there for charging ambidextrous, which makes this gun completely ambidextrous with the safety, the mag release. They also offer an extended bolt release as well. It's just stamped sheet metal, but that's what it is. And the paddles on them are a little bit larger than the ones that come standard on the SP9 models. I'm running a Magpul AFG on here to place my hand, as opposed to gripping the mag housing there. This does come with a flat face trigger as opposed to a curved trigger, which I like. I heard that there were some AR-15 trigger models that actually fit in the SP9A2s. I never did that. I ended up selling that before I did any modifications on it. These are like major modifications, but just simple, there's small things to kind of help with the ease of things. Like I said, the paddles on the bolt release are a little bit larger, and I like that. And then the ambidextrous charging handle. Never had any issues with any of the Gen 1 or Gen 2 mags for these. I did buy about 4 of these curved mags from that Double M Defense in Texas. Again, those guys are great dudes. I loaded this up to see if I could tell a difference between the stick mags and the curved mags, and honestly there is a big difference. You know, those stick mags, I mean, either one of these, you have to just cram those rounds into them anyways, but man, on those stick mags, like when you got to like the 27th round, getting the last 3 rounds in it were kind of hell. They were stiff, and it was just not fun to cram those down in. And so the curved mags are a little bit easier to load. I don't know that I've actually shot any rounds out of my curved mags yet for like reliability. Again, I never had any issues with the Gen 1s or Gen 2s with the metal feed lips on those myself anyways. but I do plan on taking this out to the range at some point, and I'll probably just load one 30-round magazine on it and just shoot it just to see. But man, again, with the way that ammo prices are right now, I have a hard time shooting 150 rounds just out of pistols, as you guys have seen probably in my last 3 or 4 reviews. I do run this suppressed. I have a couple different suppressors here. I have my, and you guys have maybe seen this before if you've watched any of my other videos, my AAC Illusion 9. I run this on my pistols more so than my PCC, just because the bulk of the suppressor, kind of like an Osprey, you can adjust that down so it goes really well with like my M9A4. And then I also have my Gemtech Tundra 9 on here, or run my Gemtech Tundra 9. Sorry, the shadow's a little bit weird. I don't have a tri-lug on here just yet. I do plan on getting one at some point, but again, due to the rise in ammo prices, I just haven't completed building this out. I will at some point for sure, but I have a hard time shooting this as accurate and fun as it is to shoot. I just haven't done it yet. But like I said, I do plan on taking this out to the range at some point and dumping some rounds through it. I'll videotape that and post it. But these are super accurate. Like I said, my SP9A2 with that Holosun 510C on there, super accurate. I was slamming steel at 100 yards, and it's a little bit longer than what you probably want to push 9mm. But I was, again, hitting steel at about 100 yards. Can't wait to do some more shooting with this and see if I have any issues. This does have the US bolt in it, which I believe alleviated a lot of the issues with like failure to feeds, failure to ejects, with rounds getting stuck behind the bolt. I'm not really sure exactly how the hell that happened. I never had those issues myself, but with the US bolts, I believe it, again, alleviated a lot of those issues that many people were experiencing with the SP9A2s and then the SP9A3s. I know that a lot of people have like a love-hate relationship with this Grand Power Stribog. I love it. I think it looks cool. It feels good. I mean, these were built in Slovakia for the Slovakian military, I believe. They have the non-reciprocating charging handle, which I love. I think this is a badass gun, and when I can stock up more on ammo, I'll probably spend like $1,200 on a few thousand rounds of 9mm. Yeah, I want to do some more shooting with my SP9A2 before the ammo prices went completely absurd. Again, just accurate as shit. I love it. And super smooth shooting, not a lot of recoil, in my opinion. You know, get yourself a good optic. This does have the polymer flip-up sights. Somebody said that these were aluminum, but I still think that they're polymer. And these actually aren't too bad. You know, if my optic ever went down, I would feel comfortable enough leveraging those to shoot. I know that some people have kind of talked a lot of trash on us, just saying that they're just to be there, and that may be true, but you know, I have never had I wouldn't have any complaints using them if my optic ever went down. Like I said, just wanted to do a quick review of this. Love this gun, and I want to shoot some more and get a tri-lug on there and build this out nice. Again, this does have a pistol brace. I don't plan to ever SBR this. I don't believe, you know, maybe at some point, but honestly, with as low as recoil as this thing has, I mean, the pistol brace works just fine for me. But I'll let you guys know when I post a video at the range.